Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We've got a new product here we're checking out. This product is going to be for vehicles that don't have Apple Carplay or Android Auto, and it's also going to be a front 4K dash cam and a rear 1080p reversing camera and dash cam. And this will sit on your vehicle dash and provide all of that. So as soon as you turn it on, this is the screen you're going to see. It's a really nice touch screen. I mean, going into the settings, everything's very quick. The touch feature works really well. And then if you want to, then you can connect your phone and you can go into the Android Auto. So you're going to have Android Auto, you can have your music, everything wirelessly connecting. And this is really nice with cars that don't have this feature. You have every option that you would with the normal Android Auto or with the Apple CarPlay. But now you have it in your car along with a dash cam. You can do full screen maps. It even has the Google Voice. So you can go through and play music. And then it will have a dash cam. And I'll show you some footage of this driving down the road. So let's go through all the settings here. Go to your system settings. You've got your theme background, so you can change the theme of how things look. ADAS is a driver assistance. You can also turn this on in the camera settings. Streaming media, on, off. Screen display, half of the screen will be your dash cam and the other half will be the Android Auto. I like my full screen to be Android Auto, but you can turn this on. Phone link, so that's either going to mirror your phone or it's going to link Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Sleep settings, this is how fast the screen will go to sleep. Storage status shows you how much storage you have left. Your language, time settings, so you can go through and set the date. The screen is really reactive. It's a really actually good quality screen. Driving habit, this is whether or not it's going to be on the left side or right side. Go to your video settings. Set your resolution to 2K or 4K. Video duration, how long the videos are recording for. Time-lapse monitoring, this is if you have the camera set up to be on while your vehicle's off. You'd have to have it wired a certain way. Time-lapse duration, 8 or 12 or 24 hours, 2 hours. Reverse cam, this is for the rear camera, so it'll flip the picture. And recording sound on or off. Your screen brightness, day, night, and auto. It'll automatically dim at night. It's really nice. Sound settings, volume control, key sound on. Let's turn that off, it's kind of annoying. Switch sound on, they're both kind of annoying. This is so you can download the app to go through and review the recordings. Format SD card, restore factory settings, and then about. And those are all the main settings. So if we go over to the dash cam, there's more settings in here. You can either turn the driver assistance on or off, and what this is going to do is help you with lane detection. So if you start to veer off out of the lane, it'll notify you, or if you get too close to a car, it'll also notify you. So you can adjust the camera on the rear, so you can aim it up or down. You want this line to meet where the end of the road matches. So like here's the lanes, you want that line to meet right there. To change these settings, you hold this, and then you can adjust these lines right here to go a little bit higher or lower, or left or right. And you gotta hold this to save the settings. You can take a picture, you can lock a video, And then to view the playback, you go to Files. So here's your playback. It's a little bit slow loading the videos. Imagine it'd be a lot faster pulling the SD card out, which is easy enough. And I didn't have the rear camera hooked up here, but I will hook up the rear camera and show you that. The cool thing about this guy is if you click this button down here, you can change how this device plays music. So you go to native audio and it'll play through the speakers that are on this device. Go to aux, and then you can hook up an aux cord right here. Go to FM radio, and you can choose that this will play through a radio station. That's how I use it most of the time. Don't have to have any extra wires, really nice. Or if your stereo does connect to your phone through Bluetooth, then you can use this option. It'll play the music through your phone into your stereo, but it'll play Android Auto, the screen, on here. So you can still select all of your Pandora music or Spotify music. It'll just automatically play to your car stereo. I would use this in my Jeep. Use this in the Compass, or if you want to use the aux cord, that'll probably be a little bit better quality than the radio or native audio, but I don't recommend that because it's just the speakers that are on this guy. Overall, I would say I love having the Android Auto. All of my vehicles except for the Jeep Compass have Android Auto, and now I can have Android Auto and don't have to pull out my phone. It automatically starts playing music for me. It's a must. We're not going to upgrade the stereo. We're not going to change that. So putting this on top of the dash is perfect. So let's go for a little drive. We'll test this guy out. We'll see how to mount it up, different options, and we'll go from there. Here's the back and the camera. You are able to rotate the camera, and then you can angle it differently too. You can raise it and lower it. This is a mount stuck with 3M tape that can stick pretty much anywhere flat, and then this is how you tighten it up. That way it doesn't really move without you controlling it. So let's do a quick unboxing and then we'll go for a drive. Alright, so we got the CarPlay dash cam mounted in the Compass because this does not have an upgraded stereo. So there are different ways of mounting this. This is one of the ways that I would mount it in this car. I would stick it right to the dash. It's really not in my line of sight. Still see just fine, but it'd be perfect having the maps and everything pulled up. The other mounting option is to connect it to the windshield, or with that same connection, you can stick this puck to the dash and then that suction cup will go on there instead of to the windshield. And here's CarPlay on here. You can also use Google Maps, music, settings. I've never used CarPlay before, but it does work. When you're in Android Auto or CarPlay, you use this little button that hovers around. You can hit it and it'll bring you your brightness, your volume, home button, dash cam, or the playback of the dash cam, or the settings. So let's hit the home button. So now I'm going to show you all the different ways to play music on this
Speaker
dash
on this
cam.
dash
You can play through the speakers that are on it, and I'll show you right here.
She was staring out the window.
So next we're going to hook up the aux cable and we're going to play music that way. Next we're going to bring this to the Jeep, and we're going to use the Bluetooth settings, and then we're going to use the radio settings to play music. And I will say it is very nice having Android Auto in this car. That alone makes this product worth it. Alright, we are in the Jeep. Let's go ahead and plug this guy in. And without pushing any buttons, see how long it takes to connect to the Android Auto. Okay, about 15 seconds and it automatically connects. So I got my Jeep on 88.5 and I've got the dash cam on 88.5. And I have noticed when I'm in the garage, the radio reception is not the greatest. But driving down the street, no issues at all. Let's switch it to the Bluetooth. So if you've got a radio that has Bluetooth for your phone, but not Android Auto, you can connect the Android Auto up here or Apple Carplay, and then you can play it through your Bluetooth stereo. Probably the best sound out of all of them. So let's go ahead and we'll go for a drive and see how we like this. So overall, the quality of this dash cam is so-so. The camera does say it's a 4K camera, but compared to the Wolf box that I have up top, it does not compare. But the fact that it does have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on it makes this a great product. If you were using this for simply a dash cam, I would recommend different products out there. If you don't need Android Auto, don't get this as just a dash cam or a reversing camera. But if you are looking for Android Auto, then I definitely do recommend this product. I did notice when using the driver assistance program, it was actually more annoying than helpful. The lane departure notification would only work about 50% of the time. Also, the front collision warning works, but if you're at a red light, it sits there and goes off with the car simply parked in front of you. Despite those not working that well, you can't really expect that from a $200 item. But to have wireless Android Auto or CarPlay, that is a good thing to have. At night, the screen can be set to auto dim, so that is nice. And if you notice here, Pandora is not pulled up. Sometimes this happens when you go to the dash cam view, back to the Android Auto. I have noticed this on my Jeep and my BMW, so I would say that is an Android Auto issue. The Google Maps screen on this looks just as good as my BMW and my Jeep. So overall, I would say I am happy with this product. Having the Android Auto in a car that does not have Android Auto to me is very important. And also adding the dash cam, front and rear, very important, and the backup camera. I hate not having a backup camera. A couple things I would say is not the greatest. This driver assistance, I would say for me it's pretty useless. I wish I'd be able to turn off the lane assist and maybe have the front collision warning on only. But right now you can't change any of those settings. But you can turn it off and not even worry about it. But to have the Android Auto, that's huge. That's a big win for me. And then the settings are nice to be able to go through and have like the auto brightness and having all the different options to play music. That's another key benefit with this guy right here. So this could be used for many different vehicles. And the universal mounting with the windshield, that makes it nice. I would say overall this is a product that I'm happy with, and I will definitely be keeping this in the Jeep Compass. And I will recommend, for instance, my brother has a Ford F-150 with just a regular stereo, doesn't even have any Bluetooth. So I would recommend this for him because he can plug in the aux cord or use the radio to play the music through. Or use the radio to play the music through. Also with this dash cam, you can tap into the reversing lights and you can have a backup camera. So thanks for watching my review on this CarPlay dash cam, and don't forget, like and subscribe.